This is a compilation of week 4 and 5 for Mr. Franklin. I was gone for a pretty significant amount of week 4, going to a training conference. So this is a little bit from before I left, a little bit from after, and that's also why we have 2 weeks together. So here you can see I'm still playing around with Franklin, took his slip lead off. A lot of this is just, again, getting him used to touch, getting him used to pressure, making it so that people in his vicinity are fun and exciting. He has the opportunity to go away, and I want him to choose that if he feels uncomfortable. But you can see how loose he is. He's doing a good job. We do still have him on Purina Pro Calm. That is something I recommend for nervous dogs. You can see he's looking. He knows that we're going to do muzzle conditioning in a minute. So he was wondering when we were going to start with that because it is his breakfast time here. So getting back in, asking for touch. We are still doing that consent testing. We're slowly pulling it out further and further. But his body language still says that he's uncomfortable when I start touching him. So that's always what I'm paying attention to. Even if it's been a while that he's been with me, if he's starting to get uncomfortable, I will stop touching him. Here we have a nice sped up version of muzzle conditioning. So I'm giving him the opportunity to figure it out. Good. So I had the muzzle, I was holding it, waited for him to choose to stick his face in. And here I'm just doing distractions. I want him to choose to keep his face in the muzzle even when there's stuff going on around. So I have the treat out to the side. I work on moving the strap, moving his ear. This is all completely with him choosing to do it. Same thing, we're doing it in a different location. Moving the strap, getting his ear in, working on duration, and I'm exclusively rewarding him inside of the muzzle. So before I was marking yes and I was rewarding him and he was popping his head out. We end with a little touch game. We've also been working with Franklin on different confidence building exercises. Here's one example. He's on our treadmill. He actually did fantastic on the treadmill. We were so happy with it. You can see he's pretty happy. Little nervous lip lick, but overall good job. And here we were finally able to get his muzzle on. So this was his first outing. I didn't record the first half just so I could pay attention to him. You can see he is shaking his head a little bit, pawing at the muzzle. But otherwise, because we took so long to condition it, he's actually pretty comfortable in it. We were able to walk by a bunch of people, and this is all about safety. So I want to be prepared if kids are reaching out for him or anything. We just keep him moving. That's a complete stranger. As he gets more comfortable out in public, I'll start to allow people to interact with him more because we have been able to do that safely.
Franklin.
This was literally a 5-minute trip, guys. So I'm always setting it up so that the dog can be successful. I don't want to draw it out to the point where he's failing or struggling. Take the muzzle off, give him a nice little reward, and then we race to the car to make a game out of it. And here is another outing. So this is his second or third outing. This is to the farmer's market in town. So again, we're working on focusing on me, ignoring distractions, being able to listen, and keeping up the rules as far as loose leash walking goes. So he's still not allowed to pull, and I just make sure that I'm enforcing that with him. Overall, he's doing a good job. I'm not just sending him out to greet every single person, even though everyone was thinking he was very, very cute. When he's more comfortable with that, after we get our baseline down for outings, we can absolutely start phasing that on more. But he has some nice focus. He's still able to eat with this muzzle. That's one of the reasons why I like this brand. It is a Baskerville. You can get it in most pet stores. It's not 100% bite proof if a dog's really committed to biting, but for a little dog like this, it's going to work pretty well. We also have him out with one of our dogs. We have him out with Taz. He's also been getting used to our dogs, and we've been doing more relaxation exercises with him in the house. So I didn't get videos of every single thing that we're working on, but a lot of it's been working towards being able to bring him outside. He's doing pretty well in our house. We've been working on his food reactivity. We've been working on getting him used to touch, but I also need him to be able to function safely in public. So good job, Franklin. We've got one more week with him.